What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy Big Play Slay, and we here on the Big Play Podcast today on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't have been going to work. I could have been telling y'all I ain't going to work. But look, I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Just got done with really just meetings, you know, just watching film over, getting some corrections and stuff. So your boy feeling good. You know, I had a pretty good game. You know, as a defense, we had a great game. You know, it was a great overall, but man, it was a stressful one, though. It was a stressful one. That's what this playoffs about, though. The playoffs is what it's doing right now. This playoff this weekend was great, man. Some great games going on, man. It was a lot of good football this weekend, man. And this is what you need. This what you need is in the playoffs right now, man. And for anybody else out there, football is the best sport, best team sport. It is, because it's like, I know y'all feel the atmosphere. Like, if y'all could be in the Eagles Stadium in a playoff game, it's crazy. That shit is wild. I'm talking about towers get thrown around and shit. Shit is amazing. You got to experience that as a fan. Now, let's get into a little small stuff before we get into this game, man. Like, the All-Pro list came out. I likes the list. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a very solid list. I got some guys that's probably could be missed on there, a little hit or miss, but definitely at the corner position, I'm pretty solid with the corner position. I feel like Stingley and Surtain for sure, first team All-Pro. Was not even no question if ands or buts about it. I think them two are the best corners in the league right now. Stingley is one of the best tracking the ball. He's like who in my era back in the day, Richard Sherman was one of the best corners at tracking the ball. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you Stingley, he's one of the best at doing it. And if you just watch the playoff game he had two books, and we call books picks. I'm talking about some crazy ones too, showing you elite ball skills. So shout out to him, man. And Pat, for sure, he deserves it for sure, man. I think he's up for the defensive player of the year, but he's one of them. But I think Zach Barnes need to win that right now. You know, as we just seen his game just against us. We'll get into that later, but he should be very high on that. The second team, had my boy Gonzo. Gonzo is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even I'm surprised he didn't make Pro Bowl too, because he should have made Pro Bowl. And McDuffie, he's nice. He's legit. He doing it all too. And this is the year he finally caught picks too. So he had it the year before, and he had no picks. But the fact that he was just so effective around the ball, blitzing, making sacks, and all that, like he commands that defense. Even though my boy Chris Jones over there is the defensive leader, like he's the man back there in that secondary, man. So that young fella good. That young fella nice, man. So they got a special one over there in the secondary. So I understand why they let Snead walk, because they had a trust and believe that guy. But Snead is a very good corner as well too. So don't get that twisted. But you can see why they let Snead go, because this guy been a 2-time All-Pro already in his first 3 years, maybe? I think 3 or 4 years. So shout out to them boys that made the All-Pro list. Man, I should have 3 on right now, but I'm just stuck with my only one. But it's always a blessing to be on that list. But all right, that's what I had to talk about for a little bit, just a little bit, because that All-Pro list came out. It's some. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I do have one of the biggest snubs on the All-Pro list. I know these other 2 people up for the MVP, but you cannot tell me you are number 1 in passing, number 1 in passing yards, number 1 in passing TDs, Joe Burrow. Like, I don't know how he's not either one first or second. I understand Lamar being first. Cool. I can understand with Josh Allen being on it's cool, but they got to make a slot for him right now, because that man is doing numbers. Like, if he was any bit of 11-5 or 10-5, he would have been All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? Easily. He would have been an MVP candidate. He would have won the MVP. But the fact that the team losing, and it's not because of him, for sure. You know, not to talk about anybody else's defense, but the defense is not playing at a level to make sure that they win games, because you look at a lot of games. I think they finished the year off, I think maybe 8-9 or 9-8 or something like that. I know for sure 2 games that you could have beat Baltimore. They lost to Washington on the last drive. They lost, you know, I think Pittsburgh like that too early. Like, they lost a lot of games, like scoring 40 points. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, if you scoring 40 points and your defense can't stop a team from scoring 40, you're not to blame. You know, I'm a defensive player, and I will go straight to the media like, ain't no motherfucking way nobody should be scoring 40 points on us. But They get 40 up on their head a lot often. And you know what I'm saying? Not to say their defense is terrible because they got some great players over there, but it's just you can't ask them more. And you know, and I hate the narrative of the quarterbacks because they be like, oh, he's not winning games. But if your offense is averaging 35 points, like what does he do? Like, what can you do? I'm telling you right now, Tom Brady, we call him the GOAT. I think his first 2 Super Bowls, like one of the Super Bowls, I don't think he threw a passing touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But because Tom understands it takes both. But, you know, he had a game, of course, he had to win on with him being who he is the GOAT, because he is the GOAT. But, yeah, man, like, when Joe Burrow had a great defense, a decent one, shit, he took his team to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So I think Joe Burrow is the biggest snub right now. Let's get into this game, man. You know, playoff, first round, home game, Litty, you know what I'm saying? Big Hurts come back, and it was good. It was good, man. It was fun. It was electric. It was everything I always dreamed to be all the time. It felt like 22 again. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? With the crowd being into it, the defense doing what we doing, man, that shit was epic. You know what I'm saying? Definitely after coming out with a win. So even better, like, you know what I'm saying? And the game plan, look, the game plan to do against these guys was elite for us. Like, definitely for the defensive side of the ball. We knew, like Jacobs, this dude can run the rock. Like, he can run it, man. Like, he's a tough dude to tackle. You know what I'm saying? So, dang, the running back value just went up. So, it got a 30-year-old running back that damn near rushed for 2,000. Got Saquon, was a 2,000-yard back. Josh Jacobs, 1,500 running. And, like, the team is running through him a little bit. Man, look, trying to tackle that man is crazy. I know he's a hard runner. Like, he run through contact like it's not there. You know, I don't know if y'all ever seen X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan. And, you know, he remind me of the Juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? He just, like, you know what I'm saying? When you're chasing a girl, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. And he was just running through the wall, just boom. That's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Just banging his head against every goddamn shoulder pad we had over there. Like, god damn. You know, but he's a talented running back, man. And he plays his ass off, man. You know, first game, he kind of like had him boxed in a little bit. I think this week he got a little loose, you know, 18 for like 81. We don't like that for our defense because we knew, like, we contained him. The game can get out of reach. We did a great job, but not the best of job. But he's a damn good back, and he made a lot of guys miss. And then we knew Jordan Love, man. We knew he had a strong arm, smart guy, make plays. And we just like, hey, man, we just got to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? If we get the ball, that's going to be the determination of the game. Like, we had to get the ball on the defensive side of the ball. So we both was a great 2-turnover type of team. You know, they one of the top elite turnover teams in the NFL, and we are. So we just say, hey, we win this turnover battle, this game will not be close. So, you know, of course we did. I think we had maybe 5 of them. I think we had 3 picks, a 4th down stop at the end of the game, and you know, the kickoff. That's what really set the goddamn tone. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is, now that the game is over, I think they had the ball. But shout out to my young boy, you know, Junior. You know what I'm saying? We call him Junior. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He fought under that power to get that ball from the looks of the camera, because that was a new type of rule too. Like, we never seen a challenge that you can challenge who had possession of the ball in the bottom of the pile. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why everybody do it at the bottom of the pile. We get to pull it and tuck it, so whoever come out at the top wins. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's clear. If it was clear enough, the ref would have already dead it, like, right then. But it wasn't clear enough, so we was like, ain't no way they can overturn that. But they challenged it, and it didn't pan out good for them. So that was good for us. But yeah, man, that was a big time collision, man. That really set the tone for our team, our defense. That show you our true identity of who we are. We a physical, gritty, nasty, real freaky-ish team. You know what I'm saying? We get real nasty. Real nasty, man. So it was great vibes for that game, man. It was great vibes, but we going to stay here on the defensive side. We're going to attack defense first. We'll go with the offense say. We're going to keep it on the defense. The defense did what we supposed to do. 10 points to top 5 offense. You know, a lot of guys, a lot of turnovers, doing what we do. My boy Q, man, look, I was just so happy for my boy Q to get his first pick. You know what I'm saying? In a big time moment. Really big time moment, man. In the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He had plenty of times in the season. Now, we ain't going to talk about him right then because his hands is very, very questionable. Even the catch he just had in that pick was very questionable because he let the ball hit him in his pad. Told him this morning, hey, bro, we can work on all off season attacking the ball. Like, you don't have too many picks stolen from you from Chauncey, even though Chauncey is attacking the ball like he's supposed to do. You up here attacking the ball. Like, you just think this shit just go fall in your arms. Like, I don't know. It ain't. It damn sure ain't. But it just did then, though. He jumped up there. He jumped so high to catch it right here. You might want to just put your hands up there, buddy. Just put them up there. But shout out to my boy Q, man. He got his first pick in the celebration. Even though the celebration was lit. Even though Coop kind of went down too early, too fast. Like, you got to let the whole move get developed. And shout out to my boy Triple H. You know, I saw him tweeting out. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a real, real big wrestling fan. Not to say back then, I really thought it was real. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was real. Blood was everywhere and shit. I was like, oh my goodness, these motherfuckers real. Now that I'm older, like, I can really see the fakeness in it. No offense to that thing, because y'all are great at what y'all do. But y'all had me tricked for a long ass time because I could not tell that it was fake. Now I'm catching the angles when y'all punch each other. The camera angle change here, the camera angle change there. Y'all real good at this. But I love and respect y'all game because, boy, y'all some great actors. I do think that shit was real, like very real. And that's why I see how a lot of these wrestlers go into like movies. I done seen Triple H in movies. I seen Stone Cold in movies. I see The Rock in movies. Like, I seen Batista. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of guys. You know, John Cena. So now I'm like, I was just asking myself, like, how does these guys, wrestlers, and just they just come like great actors? But that's why, because they already be acting in the wrestling match. So that was lit. So shout out to my boy Triple H, man. He, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know, but he's a part of D Generation X. You know what I'm saying? I was be a big fan of them for sure. But Stone Cold, he's by far my favorite one. Your boy got his first playoff pick ever. And I've been to the playoffs, I think 5 or 6 times. And yeah, I never had a playoff pick. And this is my first one. And man, I knew for a fact I could not go goose egg all year. Like, it doesn't make sense. I said, there's no way I go the whole season, regular season, not no pick. I know they coming in the playoffs. And look, perfect timing. Got my first one. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got my first one. I had to hit the Q on him. You know what I'm saying? That becoming the move that I love now. Q came out with that move. Shout out to Q, you know, but yeah, man, I had to hit the Q. I had to hit the Q on that boys, man. And on that route, let me go y'all in details. On that route, as you see, I ain't gonna give too many clues away, but you know what I'm saying? I saw the move. He tried to give me a nice little double move. And you know, I could tell by his shoulders that he wasn't committed to the first move, you know, so I just played ball, you know what I'm saying? And I made a play. You know, lean and locate is one of the hardest things to do. And one of the best ones to do it right now for sure is Stingley. You know, he's the best lean and locator, cornerback in this league right now. He's the newest Sherm right now because Sherm was great at doing that. So, and you know what's crazy is them guys there both got backgrounds of playing receiver. So that's why they so good at it. I got a background of playing receiver in high school, but not in college. It's a little different in college. But in high school, shit was easy. You know, but that's what they got a great background of doing, you know, playing receiver in the college form. So that's why they can lean and locate and do all that great shit because that's what they do. They did that before and they like, so, but yeah, man, that's one of my first picks I ever had too on a go ball. You know what I'm saying? I got 29 career picks and that's my first pick on a go ball. And you know how many go balls I covered that have been thrown at me? Probably at least 500 or 600 of them. So I'm like, one for like 600. But I got 29 books. So if you want to know where they come from, just watch the film. You know, a lot of jumping shit, a lot of making plays, but not on no goddamn go ball. But that's my first one for sure. Shout out to myself for getting my first playoff pick and my first go ball pick. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to me. Shout out to fucking me. And man, another turnover that was just amazing. Zach Barnes. You know what I'm saying? That play he made, like y'all don't understand it. Like the coverage we was in, we call that cover 4. That's just all it is. A cover 4 base defense. Everybody do it. So he had a guy in front of him. For him to like guard his dude, like, and then still read the eyes of the quarterback and jump in front of my route, because I'll go knock it down. It'll be a bang, bang play. Either, he'd have caught it and boom, tackle, or I would have PBU it because I was really driving and go get loose. You know what I'm saying? So, but he came out of nowhere and picked that shit, like boom. And when he picked it, right, I done kind of like tackled 18, the dude I was doing it because I was going to knock the ball down. Boom. As I tackled him, number 18 was like, he looked back at me like this. Bro, did you see that? That was a hell of a play. Like, he even know it. Like, the shit was crazy because he came out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker finna throw this bitch at me. But no. My boy Barnes came through that mud like, he caught that mud. I'm like, that is crazy. So that's why I knew it was even a great play. Even the receiver that he was throwing it to, like, as I was getting to knock the ball down, he even said, like, bro, that was a hell of a play he just made. Like, them play like that big time. And what makes it even more big time is the fact that, like, they don't understand. Zach was a DN up there at the New Orleans Saints. For him now to be having to drop back in coverage and tackle on the open field and doing this, he used to setting the edges and shit and rushing the quarterback. For him to drop back in coverage and catching the ball, doing that, like, that shit is crazy. Like, y'all don't understand that. Like, it is crazy. This man is doing some unordinary shit. Like, a lot of guys, some DNs done caught the ball before, but it's not like, oh, they doing this, flipping their hips, turning and catching. They more like, and then boom, magically catch it. Just like the one from Baltimore. And he about broke his goddamn knees. You know what I'm saying? He caught that motherfucker, boom, and just fell. You know what I'm saying? Face, almost down there face first. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got hit with a sniper. Bam. But you know what I'm saying? They ain't not used to doing that. And for Zach Barnes to do that at the highest level in the NFL, switching positions, playing linebacker, being a star linebacker, making all pro, like, in the playoffs, his team is in the playoffs. Like, look, not to call out nobody, because these guys are amazing as well. But if Raekwon Smith would have had the stats that Zach Barnes had, it wouldn't be no question who's the defensive player of the year. If, like, Bobby Wagner would have had these type of stats, because Bobby, my guy, he know that too. If he had these type of stats that Zach Barnes have, there's no question he'd be the defensive player of the year. But just the fact that it's Zach Barnes, that's the guy that just moved for somewhere, I just think they just not giving him the nod to be a defensive player of a candidate, because if any of these other guys had it, it would be no. If Fred Warner had these stats that he has, y'all not finna tell me that Fred Warner would not be the defensive player of the year. Because these guys, them some elite guys, they are the best two linebackers in the league. Even though Zach Barnes playing at an elite level, he still got to do it consistently. Because these two other guys, they've been doing that shit consistently. Raekwon Smith, Bobby Wagner, and Fred Warner, they've been doing this shit consistently. So I'm just saying, if any one of them three did that right now and had the stats he had, they would have chalked that shit up 2 weeks ago. Been probably already done mailed him the trophy. He already been celebrating that shit. He just go there for the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. But yeah, man, Zach Barnes should be the defensive player of the year, man. And he's gonna get big time money. Big time money. And look, I gotta talk about this guy. I just got to. Because I've been telling y'all guys. Like, I should be a scout. I should be a scout or something when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I see dogs. And Nolan Smith is a dog. I know he went to Georgia, but he like a different type of dog. Like, he got dog in his DNA. Like, it's just, like, look here. With like, 14 games? I think he really did 8.5 sacks right now. Got 2 in the playoffs already, week 1. Like, he does all the dirty work. When I say all the dirty work, he's like the skinny version of BG right now. Because BG is like the tone setter and all that. Nolan Smith is a tone setter. Talking about setting all the edges, rushing the passer. Like, he's a 4.3 speed guy at the DN position. He's a freaking damn nature. Like, he's a freaking nature. Like, Nolan Smith is that dude, man. And I'm gonna keep bragging on it, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all that I've been watching my podcast from day one. Everybody kept asking who gonna be the guy that gonna be surprising. Nolan Smith is, because y'all at first, like I tell you, at first, y'all motherfuckers was giving my boy the BG treatment when he first got into the league, when BG first got into the league, because everybody thought BG was gonna be the bust. Now BG is the goddamn hero. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta pay that respect to Nolan. And anybody that says something bad about Nolan, y'all better be able to apologize right now today. Apologize right now today. That man is the dog, man. He is a dog, man. And his counterpartner, look, year 2, his counterpartner is in year 2. Pro Bowl, all pro second team, Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Carter. If you see the force he impacts in this game, y'all gotta watch film. I know his stats don't show it. People are like, oh, this person's stats is better than this person's stats. That person, but like his impact in the game is crazy. Like he really get blocked by like 3 people every time and be beaten sometimes 3 people. That's why he made all pro. He might not have like the Aaron Donald with the 15 sacks and because Aaron Donald's a different type of beast. But you know what I'm saying? He on like, he's everything you want in a D tackle. You know what I'm saying? Some D tackles are just great at pass rushing, great at this. This man here is great at pass rush, great run stopper, like, and then guess what? He don't come out. He probably missed like 2 plays or 3 plays a game. He played just as much as I play. So he's a dog, and he's gonna be one of them guys that's gonna be $100 million guy easily. Well, way over 100. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, like, he gonna be a defensive player of the year at one of these years. But I think for him to get the defensive player of the year, of course, I feel like they're gonna go by stacks and gonna have to be a guy that have like over 10 sacks or some shit like that. But yeah, he's not to be messed with. He's not to be messed with, man. So shout out to our defense, man. I think our defense played outstanding. I think Isaiah came in, stepped in big for me when I went out with that little banger. Had a little stinger, like as in my elbow. So the funny bone, you get hit in the funny bone in the cold, boom. I had the same thing, but y'all can see I had the same thing that happened to me against, the same thing that happened to Jordan Love last week when he returned in the game. So my whole nerves went out. I tackled the motherfucker and boom, whole nerve went out. So I'm like, oh damn. So I was trying to shake it off and it's cold. So I'm trying to shake it off. And next thing you know, I ain't feel no fingers. I ain't feel nothing. My whole arm went numb. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to go inside, get some x-rays. The x-rays and stuff was good, but they saw the nerve damage in my elbow. So now I'm like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the feeling back in my hands. So it came back, a little bit. And shit, I put a little pad over it so I don't get hit that motherfucker, because every time you touch that bitch was stinging my whole fingers all up there. So we did that. And then I was good to go. You know what I'm saying? I tried my best not to get that motherfucker hit though, but it was what it was. It was what it was. I came back in there. We played good. Secondary played great. And we did what we had to do. And I say the defense played lights out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we missed too many tackles. I think we missed too many tackles. But overall, we did what we needed to do. And this one right here, man, I gotta give my condolences to my boy, man, the Kobe Dean. Like, if it's somebody I want to give my C to, it's him. You know what I'm saying? Hate that that's happened, man, because he's arguably playing like a top 5 to 7 linebacker in the league right now. He was scoring crazy. Him and them 2 guys was playing elite level football at the run, all around the board. And I hear a lot of guys just talk trash about him too. And like, he's a force on our defense, man. He'll be really truly missed. Even though we always bleed the next man up, like, it's hard to replace a dude like that, man, that commands the whole defense. Like, he commands it. You know what I'm saying? He gives us the call. He set us up. He get the D-line straight. Like, he's a big factor to us, man. It's a big loss to us as a team, you know what I'm saying, because his energy is amazing. But man, we praying for him to have a speedy recovery, man. And him and the Dobbs kid, man, with the concussion too, man. Gotta make sure y'all put him in his prayers too, man, because the concussions are serious, man. And he had the little thing on his head too, the little concussion thing, I mean, he still had it. So that's what's crazy. So it had to be a real, true hard fall, man. So make sure y'all say a prayer for him and the Kobe, man, and make sure they have speedy health. And get back to action, man. Because like I said, the Kobe for sure will be needed next year. Because like I said, he's he's the commander of our defense. So we need him real big time. We need him big time. But that's enough about the defense. Let's roll over to this offense, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be talked about with the offense. Of course, I'm not on that side of the ball, but it's still a lot to be talked about because it's just so much. And I'm going to start off with this one. What an unselfish play by Saquon. You know what I'm saying? Because he better than me. I would have scored on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Would have broke loose. Da-da-da-da-da. Touchdown. But then again, with me being on the defense side of the ball, I did not want to go back out there. Let's take these knees so we can go ahead and go the fuck home. But then again, like I said, Saquon, you would have rushed for like 180 or something like that. But that's funny, man. And then I saw the video with Smitty. Like, soon said, hey, bring your ass here like a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell my son. When I be like telling my son in the game, and I'm like, Rick, come here. Bring your motherfucker around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it looked like on the video. That shit was so fucking funny. Like, that was so funny to see Smitty. And like, I know y'all get the mic up version of Smitty, but like, Smitty is a funny dude, man. He bring that Louisiana accent out of him, man, and that man. And that, man, that's him. That is Smitty, man. So then we gonna start off with that one, man, because that was funny as fuck. Like, I was down laughing when I saw that video, man. So, but shout out Saquon, man, for football situational, man. I coach go over that all the time, and that's what he preached to us, though. So we appreciate that, Saquon, because I did not want to go back out there. I want to take them knees and go ahead about my day. Go ahead about my day. And while we here on offense, we're not going to make it far, because why is on my brain? Like, why is already here and stuck here? The Slay of the day is for sure Dallas Goedert. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna call him Mr. Three Pete. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne song 3 Pete. So for he got 3 Pete of a stiff on. He said, she. Like he just like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, look. As long as I play in this league, I'm not gonna be playing too much longer. I might, do I ain't gonna tell y'all how many I might do, but I don't know yet. But for all my years playing this league like that, if somebody stiff arm me 3 times in one play, you best believe I'm looking for your address and I'm coming to your house and knocking on your door. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking on your door like, hey, bro, look, you ain't finna embarrass me on national TV like that. I got kids, I got a family, and you ain't finna have me talk about. So we gotta, hey, I have my cameraman. Come on, man. Come on, cameraman. We gotta redo this. Like, you gotta put your pads back on, put my pads back on, and we gotta get this shit back going. You're not finna embarrass me in front of my goddamn kids and shit. No, sir. You know what I'm saying? But my goodness, 3 times. I'm talking about 3. Yeah. So if you thought anything else was gonna be the Slay of the day, y'all crazy. That is the Slay of the damn day. That was wow.
I love going to live events. I love basketball games, football games, and I love going to concerts. I just came from an Usher concert. And where I get these tickets from? A Game Time app. There's a great feature called Game Time Picks. It shows you incredible deals on seats you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I'm going through the app right now as we speak. They got super great deals right now. I'm talking about great ones, better than you can even think of. They got the top tier deals of the world right now. And I'm talking about great deals. And you know what? I like them how they come. You know what I'm saying? I like to save somebody. They do a lot of saving for my money right here. So make sure you go to this app, Game Time. Oh, look at this super deal. There's a lot going on Game Time Picks right now. The greatest thing about this app that I love so much that you can see where you're sitting at. You can see the whole view, and it's very, very clear. You can even visualize yourself before you even sitting there. Game Time Picks makes it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, and etc. The lowest price guarantee or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. And the Game Time ticket coverage, they got most flexible customer service policies in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download Game Time app, create an account, and use the code SLAY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem a code SLAY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time.
Jalen, you know what I'm saying? He was I ain't gonna say rusty, but he been out 2 weeks with a concussion. And you know what I'm saying? Not being on the same time with AJ, because AJ, you know what I'm saying? He even practiced all week, you know what I'm saying? Because, he dealing with whatever he has to deal with. So, the timing was not what it needed to be. Everything was not. He started off smooth. The first drive after the turnover, sit back in the pocket, doing nice. I can tell you now, he has getting very more poised as the year getting older. Like he's becoming way more poised every year. Like the old Jalen, when it saw that little space right there, stepped up and ran. You know what I'm saying? But now he stepped up, be patient. Like, hey, one thing he do know is the DBs can't cover forever. And it's always a clock going in his mind, like, okay, 1 minute, 2 minutes, got to get rid of it. But as he felt the surroundings, like, oh, I'm still good. And one thing he can't cover forever. So Jahan make a great play, a scramble drill, back in the end zone, boom, tub. Shout out to my boy Jahan, first playoff touchdown. Shout out to him, man. That's big time for him, big time. That should tell y'all that how solid of a 3 receiver he can be. But if he's somewhere else, he can easily be a 1 or 2, easily somewhere else. But it's the fact that you're on a team with AJ and Smitty, it's going to be hard, buddy. It's going to be hard. But he understands. You know what I'm saying? He understands. But shout out to that O-line, too. O-line fucking protecting like crazy. And, hey, look, while we on the O-line, like, hey, my boy Lane, I ain't never seen Lane do this, but Lane is tired of getting, I ain't going to say getting disrespect, but because Lane should, like, for the last 4 or 5 years, Lane, since I've been here for at least 4 years, Lane should have been an all-pro all 4 years. You know what I'm saying? He should have been the first team all-pro. It's not a right tackle better than Lane. You know what I'm saying? It's not a tackle better than Lane to me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's great, but not better. You know what I'm saying? He's really a guy that really be out there on the island by himself, blocking some of the best pass rushers. And the reason I'm saying is that he put that little thing on his locker about him being him and kid from Detroit. Like, I think that kid is an all-pro player. Like, no effect. Like, I ain't taking nothing from him because I think if they had 3 slots for a tackle, it should be them 3 guys because he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? He's a goddamn beast. He's one of the best 2 in the league. Like, it's not like just, it's like, it's Lane up here, and it's like him, he's like right here with Lane. You know what I'm saying? And Lane like put stacks up there. I'm like, shit. Oh Lord. And I saw the media people run to his locker like, and I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but Lane will say, I'm tired of this shit. Y'all better recognize I'm the best left tackle in the goddamn world. You know what I'm saying? The tackle in the world. So cool. Lane, do your thing. That's my draft mate. Yeah, man. So shout out to my boy Lane, man. That's something I got to say, but shout out to that whole O-line, man. They are deadly together. Like, and shout out to Coach Stout too, man. Damn great coach. Like, come on, man. He brought Mekhi all the way from the Jets. They consider him as a bust, and now he's on the O-line that was well coached, well designed, well respected, and hopefully he get paid here. But whoever go get Mekhi next, he's getting the bag off on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he put on so much good tape. He been dominating the game, man. So shout out to my boy Mekhi, man. He go get that money worth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was calling him a bust in the Jets, and you seen him crying when we made the playoffs. It's like, once you start enjoying football and loving the game, and you really be like, damn, I love this game, and people appreciate your work you putting in, and that's what the Eagles organization about. They appreciate your work you put in. It just make you feel away. Like I feel like he came over here and found brothers in love. So, and I love it, man. And he just happy to be accomplished and be winning. You know what I'm saying? He was over there with the Jets, and they weren't winning that good. So he living his best life over here with us. So we appreciate him. So, yeah, man, shout out to that whole O-line, man. But I know y'all been listening to this. I know y'all been seeing the media. I know y'all been seeing everything going on. Like, y'all just overhyping this stuff too, man. Y'all going a little overboard. AJ reading a book on the sideline. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, that's common for AJ. Like, he a guy that, like to keep his temper. Like, he like the guy like just to keep himself mellow. Like, because AJ just got high standard for himself and for that offense. Like, AJ want to score. AJ don't want to score every possession. So they know people can make plays. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it's something they know they did like wrong out there and it cost them, he gets a little, you know what I'm saying? Like every player do. He get a little frustrated. So for him to get out of hand and go crazy, he reads a little message that reminds himself to calm himself down. You know what I'm saying? Like, da-da-da-da-da. Hey, shit can be worse. And get cool. You know what I'm saying? Because some people go fucking crazy lunatics. I'm not seeing people break helmets and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of good to see him just sit there and read a book and da-da-da. And people are like, oh, he's doing that because he only got one catch for 10 yards. Look, we played Washington, and this is my I think it's like my third time seeing him do it. Like I was surprised when he did it like the third time, the first time. It's like a third time because I always be on the field when the shit happens. So I was in Washington. As I run into the sideline, I see him with the book in his hand again, and people look just reading it. And for you to think that's a problem, shit. I think he had like 15 targets that goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? 15 to 16 targets, and had was going crazy. So it's like, it's not that he's up here as he got an attitude that he ain't getting the rock. It's more like him saying like, damn, offense, like, let me get right before I goddamn crash out around here because we ain't doing what we need to be doing because we should be scoring every possession. So that's all that really is with him. It's not no like selfishness because AJ is far from unselfish. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like he made a key block to make sure that Dallas Goedert got one-on-one with a corner instead of having to tackle by a safety. So he's far from selfish. He is far from selfish. And what's crazy is that the fact that when he read the book and people seen it, now it's one of the best-selling books on Amazon. Like now I tell everybody need to tell AJ like you need to do something now. Now you need to go ahead and make your little bread off of it now because everybody, you know what I'm saying? They want it on Amazon. And I heard people was putting all the AJ read this book, so everybody want it now. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. But hey, whatever toot your horn, because boy, look, if you on the top of the mountain like that, you could do stuff like that. Now I can see AJ right now just extending it. Like I come out with a book my own, man. Just because people be thinking I'm out here tripping, I come out here with a book my own, write my own little book or help get wrote, whatever need to be done, tell her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do what I do because people thought it was he mad and it's just da-da-da. Nah, it's not like that. It's not like all that. But yeah, I don't read books too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a book reader, but I'll listen to one before I read it. Because look, if you've been listening here, been on my podcast, I'm a bright dude, but it's too many words that can mean so much that I can make it so much simpler for me. So when I see a word that's crazy and pronouncing it crazy, and it can mean the same thing as a little word like yeah, like no, I ain't got time. So if I don't read the books, because then I'll be down there Googling every word, what the hell this mean? You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't just say this instead of trying to sound too goddamn smart? That's what's wrong with folks today. I think people are trying to be too damn smart and then start doing the simple shit. I'm real big on the simple shit. So so that's why I don't really read books too much. And I ain't a literate dude, like I'm slow or something. I just don't like that, like, you have to Google too many words, because I know how damn well I will. You know what I'm saying? I go Google, like, what does the word mean? And then I get like, damn, why they couldn't just say this? But understanding though, but yeah, man, I ain't got too much on the offense, you know what I'm saying? But I think the offense did what they need to do to win this game. Every time we need the big time drive, big time play, one of our big time players stepped up. Smitty stepped up on the big time catch. I know on the boot from Jalen. That was some real good. Like I said, I think our offense kind of answered the bell. And not to say we knew we knew Jalen was not gonna be, Hurts as we wanted him to be that fast, because I remember just like 22. He sat out the last two games and we played the Giants the last game of the season. Like he wasn't as sharp as he needed to be, but you know what I'm saying? Then we went into the playoffs, then what happened? He was like fucking light show out there. So it's like, you take 2 weeks off of football, shit can get bad. It's like we took a week off and ain't had to tackle nobody alive for a week. We had fucking 11 or 12 missed tackles. That was like probably most of our year of that year. So in the playoffs. So, but that's how it be. So we're not worried. We're not concerned. We know Jalen gonna come back better than ever. And you know what I'm saying? Because the team is, he's our leader. He got to lead the way. And, of course, but hey, that's what we team for. If he ain't playing the way he need to be, the defense he can lean on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we ain't gonna play the way we need to be. And that's when Jalen we gonna need to lean on Jalen. You know what I'm saying? So this is a team effort. Team sports, this is like what I say, this is the best team sport this possibly could. And it's the best team. Because, everybody's not gonna be perfect. And somebody gotta lean on somebody. So that's why I have about all that kind of stuff. But hey man, after the game, I got your boy on the Jumbotron too. I got on the Jumbotron after the game. They put me on the big old Jumbotron, had me talking to the world and shit a little bit. Felt kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Felt kind of good. Then I looked at myself. I looked up there and like, Slay, you are a very, very handsome young man. Like, You know what I'm saying? You're very handsome, man. Shout out to my mom and my dad, man, for making, and the Lord, my Savior, for making me a handsome young man, because I could have been buku ugly. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. But yeah, man, hey, as I went in there, look, after that game, went to that locky, got active, you know what I'm saying? Got real active. Like, we understand, you know, Coach did have a good message to us, as in just like, hey, you know, that was not best game. But shit, we on to the division routes, and you know, with teams like this, you could make small mistakes. You can't continue to keep making them because they go catch up with you. So we know we got to be ready, locked in the details. So celebration was good. Celebration was fun. You know, after the game, I went to go eat with my family a little bit. A couple of friends and stuff came in, so we would go hang out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go give me a nice fat steak. After a great win like that, I'd be loving me a steak. You know, and with some lobster, man. And some fried lobsters. So I eat very good after a great victory. And next thing best to me after sports is food. So yes. And I love the fact that we won, because what y'all don't know about me, the whole week, knowing the season is over with, we in the postseason, the whole week I always have myself and say, I cannot miss Pizza Fridays. And we got some of the best pizza our facility makes. We bring them in every Friday. And I said, we can't lose, y'all, because if we lose, I will not be able to have Pizza Friday. So we won. So I got another Pizza Friday. I'm guaranteed one more. I got to guarantee myself one more after this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my Pizza Friday. But that's what I have for y'all mostly right now, man. So right now, you know, I'm about to get myself ready to watch this Vikings and Rams games to see who you got to get ready to go next to. Because this offense, both offense under the same tree. They both come under the same tree, man. Sean McVay. And the head coach from the Vikings too, he came from Sean McVay, so they kind of got the same similarities. So, but different players, different all that. So we go get on this tape, and I'm gonna watch the game tonight, man. But I don't care who we play, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm always a Stafford fan, so I'm always rooting for Stafford. Hope we have an amazing game, but if he wins, I just ain't gonna root for you that week. I hope you you know, throw 8,000 picks to us, you know, if you win, but. Shout out to that, and I'm gonna be watching that game that's finna come on in about an hour or so. You know what I'm saying? So I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch, and I'm already gonna be studying film from both offenses right now today. You know what I'm saying? Because we need this win. You know what I'm saying? This win a goddamn go home. So man, I appreciate everyone that tuned in today. You know, I'm thankful for everyone. Make sure you tell a friend to come subscribe to your boy, because I'm telling y'all, man, this playoff shit gonna keep kicking up. It's gonna keep going up, man. So I thank y'all, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in too to that Rams game, so we can all be locked in, man. So we all locked in together, so we can watch the game together as a one big family. You know what I'm saying? And we do our thing. But I appreciate you. I thank you. You know, so I will be back here next week. Well, no, it's Monday, Slay. This week, and I'll see y'all soon, man. So y'all have a blessed one, and y'all have a great day.